everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Michaela again, and I'm here with another speed build. So for this speed build, I really wanted to build a modern home, and I actually built this in Oasis Springs, and I don't think I've built here before, but actually I really liked it. I've never really played in Oasis Springs, but I always thought it was really pretty. Personally, I don't think I would live here. Actually, I do really like this lot because it's like grass. And then it has like the nice water behind it, and I do really like the palm trees. But yeah, so I did want to build a modern home, and as you could tell by the title of this, I decided to call it a modern bachelor pad. And that is because the sim that I imagined lived here is a single guy. I imagine that he's probably in his 30s, and I think he's very well educated. Like, I think he has 3 different degrees, his bachelor's and then master's. And I think he also has his PhD, but he has never been married, doesn't have kids, but he does like his ladies. So I think he'd be the type of guy that would just invite women over all the time. I also got the inspiration for this build from an image I saw on Pinterest, and this was actually the second time that I had to build this because the first time didn't go too well. I think I just wasn't really in the mood to build in the first place, but I kind of forced myself to, which I should really not do because it never ends well for me. But this time it went so much better, and it is only 1 bedroom. And it has 2 bathrooms, but I imagine that the sim that lived here probably had this built, so like he custom like designed everything, I guess. I don't know. I imagine for his career that he was probably like a businessman, or I could also see him in the social media career or something along those lines, maybe even a politician. I mean, who knows? But as you can see right now, I'm just working on the floor plan. As always, I do struggle a lot with the floor plan because it's just so hard. And I think that's what happened the first time around because I built like this super amazing like exterior of it. Like I really enjoyed it. And then I got to the interior and it just wasn't quite as amazing. So I redid it, but I do like how it turned out this time. And I do even like a split level type of thing, which you'll see in a little bit. Per usual, I am all over the place. Like I can't just do like the exterior and then move on. I have to do like part of the exterior and then part of another room and then go back to the exterior. I don't know why I build like that, but I do, and I just have to accept it. And for landscaping, I don't put too much out here. You'll see that I have these 2 areas over here, and that's because I imagine that the sim like wouldn't want to like really take care of plants and stuff. I mean, maybe he would hire a gardener, but then he's like, I don't feel like doing that. But I do think he would hire a maid, which for a 1-bedroom house, do you really need to hire a maid? And I did think that maybe he thought about living in a really big mansion, but if you're just by yourself, like, what's the point? And I do put these giant windows around the place. I don't know. I really like the giant windows. I think they look very nice. And it would just be really nice to look outside, I guess. And then I do go ahead and put some palm trees around. And I just try to put some plants that I think fit pretty well in Oasis Springs. A lot of the lots are like the desert, like sand texture. I do like that I chose the one that had grass, even though you'll see later on when I move to like the backyard area, there's no grass because I think he just puts it in like patio stuff. But you can see right now I am working on like this split level type of thing. I've never tried this out. I mean, I think I've tried it out, but it didn't work last time I tried doing it. So it was a lot of just trial and error. And I imagine that this would be like the living room area. And then up on that like level by the windows, that's where I put the fireplace as well as the TV. And I think he has 2 TVs in this house. He also has one in his bedroom. And it's like placed right in front of his bed so he can like watch TV in bed. Which, why can't we have Sims watch TV in bed? Like, I feel like that's something that they should do. because I mean, I don't have a TV in my room right now, but when I was little, I had TVs in my room, and I would always watch TV in bed. I would like literally fall asleep while watching TV. I like went through a phase. I went through a couple of these phases. I would go like back and forth where I felt like I had to like fall asleep while only watching TV. Now I can't have it because like any sort of light bothers me. But I think it's because now I'm used to not watching TV. I do fall asleep watching YouTube though. Just on my phone though. And I don't have autoplay on, so like it's just like one video and it ends. But anyways, I also really like using these lights. I think, did they come from Fitness Stuff? I think they did because I just got them. But I think they fit so well in this. And then I also liked using like the glass top, what are those tables? Yeah, in like that table, and then also for the coffee table. And I did struggle a little bit with like the counters and also the cabinets a little bit because I really liked the ones that I just previously had, but they don't have matching cabinets, which was unfortunate. But then I was like, ooh, I feel like this guy would have like a little bar area, because I imagine that maybe like I imagine he went to college, and I think that maybe throughout college he was a bartender, so he like actually knows how to mix drinks like well, not like typical college guys who put way too much alcohol in it. So I imagine that he could like actually make pretty decent drinks, which would be really nice when he does invite his lady friends over, because he can make them a proper drink. And so yeah, I have like the bar stools over there, and I did make this place kind of dark. I did use a lot of black and whites and also grays, as you can see here with the walls. And I do really like the walls that I ended up choosing. So like in the kitchen area, I go with like a lighter area, as well as the living room area. And then you'll see later that I go with a little bit of a darker wall for the rest of like this room, because it's a very open layout. And then for clutter, for one, I imagine that he has a dog, because I feel like everyone needs a dog, and I feel like there's not enough Sims that just automatically get dogs. Can they automatically get dogs? I don't know. I think I saw one Sim, like random townie that moved in somewhere, and he had a dog, and it was in, what was in Will Creek? I don't know. It was something that wasn't Brindleton Bay. And yeah, what was I talking about? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now. But oh yeah, clutter. So I didn't put too much clutter in here because I imagine that the Sim just wanted to live more of like a minimal, did I say that right? Minimalistic life. I think I said that right. And I'm not quite sure if I actually did that, but so I just didn't clutter as much. So I'm gonna go with that's a minimalistic life. And then under the stairs, since there is like an awkward area, I might just go ahead and put a bookshelf. I also put some music, because I imagine that maybe he would like not just invite ladies over, but also invite some friends over, and so maybe he play some music. And I do have a really nice area upstairs, so that way when he does invite people over, then there's stuff to do. And then I didn't put too much artwork on the wall, just because of the minimalistic life I was kind of going for. I also put a wardrobe next to the door, and that was supposed to be like a coat closet. Like, you know how a lot of houses have the closet right next to the front door? That's what I wanted. My house right now, well, I guess my mom's house, she doesn't have it, and so she literally just throws, she has so many coats. Like, how many does she have? She has probably over 15. So she started just putting them on one of the dining room chairs. She finally got a coat rack, but it doesn't really work. Like, we both couldn't figure out how to build it, given I don't really know how to build things. Like, listen guys, I have broken like 2 bookshelves. Given they're really cheap bookshelves, I think one was from Target. It was $60, but it was still one of the cheaper ones, and it was a really tall one too. And then I bought a similar one at Walmart, also $60, and I broke both of them. So now if I ever get a piece of furniture that I have to build, I have to make someone else build it for me, because I will break that. But anyways, as you can see up here, I am working on the upstairs. So over here is like the bedroom. I mean, I guess it's a master bedroom. since there's only one bedroom. And there is a balcony off of it. I don't imagine that the sim that lives here would use it too terribly much, but he just wanted to have it. And then it was kind of awkwardly shaped because I did want it to have its own bathroom, and I really like how the bathroom turned out too. And then this area over here was just kind of awkward, so I just put a bookshelf and also that chair. And I don't think the sim would watch too much or would read too much, but I think he probably has accumulated a lot of textbooks. I mean, going through, getting your bachelor's degree is 4 years, your master's is 2 years, and then I don't know how much more school for your PhD, but he's been in school for a really long time, so he's probably had a bunch of books, and I think he just collects them and then he doesn't actually read them. And then I do give him another wardrobe up here. I don't think he would have a whole lot of clothes, but he would have some. And then over here, I think he has a lot of awards just for really random stuff. Like, you wouldn't expect him to get so many. And then I do go ahead and put a shoe rack over here in just a little bit, just because I think he'd be the type of person who would like keep his shoes like very neat or something like that. And then I just put a couple of random stuff over here. Since I really didn't see him as a reader, I just wanted to put like random stuff up here versus like books. So like, even if he has accumulated his old college textbooks, maybe he has also thrown a lot out. Because I know at least when I got my degree, I took so many classes that were not relevant. Like, I was an English teaching major. My freshman year, I took like biology, geology, and then math. Those are all subjects I really hate. But anyways, so over here I am working on the bathroom, and I used a lot of fitness stuff, I think. And I think it really fit for the style I was going for. And then I go ahead and put 2 counters over here, and I put sinks in both of them, which I feel like was just like really squished in a way, but I feel like he built it that way, so I just kind of went with that. And then per usual, I go ahead and put the toothbrush holder and also some soap. I mean, those are like my 2 most needed things for a sink. And then I just go ahead and put some towels around, and I made sure they were darker towels. And then I also put a hamper, which I switched out for like one of the laundry day hampers. And I do have a laundry room downstairs because I feel like if you own a house, you should probably have a washer and dryer. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I hated going to the laundromat. When I was younger, my mom and we had washers and dryers in that apartment. But there's so many people that live there, and like there had to have been like 50 apartments. That's probably a lie, but there were so many, and there was only like 2 washers and 2 dryers. So we just went to the laundromat to do all of our laundry, and it was so annoying because you have to like drag all your laundry out and then go ahead and do the actual like washing and drying process, and you can't leave the laundromat with all your stuff there. Like, that was back in the day when my mom had an MP3 player, so I just went and sat in her car and just listened to it. Actually, there was one time I was sitting in there, and then these guys were pulling out in a spot like in front of us, and they bumped in my car, and I was so confused, like, because it was just like a little tap on her car, and then they were freaking out because they thought they were in trouble. But anyway, so this is the little office area, and it's not really an office. It does have a computer, and I do put like a nice chair in there too, but it's also kind of like a game room. I also put some more bookshelves that, you know, he still doesn't read out of them, but I do really like these like game type things. There isn't too much stuff in here, but I feel like this sim wouldn't really need it. I mean, I do think he has friends that he would invite over, but probably like not too often. He just is rich enough to have it. And then I wasn't sure what to do with lighting because I didn't want to put like an actual ceiling light in here, so I just put some random wall lights in the wall. And then I moved back down because I can't build in like a proper order. And then I just put a couple of things in the hallway. Like, I put that mirror over there. And then over here, I go ahead and try to find some sort of art. And then here is the laundry room / bathroom, because I feel like you should have a bathroom downstairs if you have a 2-story house. And while I was building this, I kind of forgot that I wanted it to be a bathroom. So I feel like it looks a little weird, but maybe it doesn't look weird. The house I live in right now, this is the first house that I've actually had a washer and dryer here. So like, I don't know. I figured it out though. And again, I didn't put too much stuff in here. Like I put that little like organizer up there and then the plant. And then I tried to go with the same theme with like the wallpaper as well as the flooring itself in there, just to keep things just organized in the house, if that makes sense. And then I also have a garage in this place because I feel like you would want a garage. And then I do give him 2 cars. Of course, they're technically 2 toy cars, but we're gonna pretend they're real cars. I really hope they put cars in The Sims 4. And like, I don't really care about driving them. It's just like building wise, I want to put cars in the houses I build. I want to make a proper garage. And yeah, I also put these Get Famous shelves in here, which I thought looked really nice because it has like the mirror background on it. I don't know, they looked fancy. And then again, I just put some really random stuff because like I imagine he would be like really, really rich and just has all this random stuff. So like I put like, what was that, Fruit Ray? Like that thing of gold. Like, I don't know. I also put some like pots and stuff and more books, which I did imagine to be more college textbooks. And yeah, and then we move on to the backyard. And for one, I do end up choosing this really tall fence, which you'll see just right now. And I think he's a very private person and he doesn't want anyone to see what his life is like. And then for literally the entire like fenced in part, it's just like this brick path, or yeah, flooring, I don't know. And then I do give him this really nice barbecue area with some extra counter space, which I feel like is a little extra, but it happens. And then I go ahead and give him a pool because well, first of all, if you live in Oasis Springs, I feel like you need a pool. And I also I've said this before, but I love in-ground pools. I wish I could have one so bad. And then I also give him one of the bubble blower sets. I'm pretty sure bubble blowers are supposed to be like hookah, but I feel like the sim would do some other smoking activities as well. I also give him a hot tub because if you're rich, well, even if you're not rich, maybe you do have a hot tub, but I feel like rich people have hot tubs. I don't know. I'm not rich, so I don't really know. And then I also put some lights like right next to the pool and everything, which I thought was really nice. But anyways, this is almost the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know what you think down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!